presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Monday Hoops coming up. It'll be the Toronto Raptors facing off against the San Antonio Spurs. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew. I'll see you at the half.
Just earlier, the fans on their feet as the national anthem rang out throughout the arena. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. This is Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Doris Burke has our reports tonight from the sidelines. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for Toronto. For San Antonio.
Well, no team likes to have their first round pick belong to another team. It gets worse when you're a lottery team yourself and you're trying to build your talent base up. But the Raptors' number 12 pick in this summer's draft went to one of the elite teams in Oklahoma City.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Passes it to Fox. Picked him clean. Fast break Toronto. Quickly rips down the breakaway slam. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
On the free throw, no good. Well, Clark, as you said, the Thunder got the Raptors' first selection this last year. Only the way the Raptors would have been able to hang on to it was, Steve, if they jumped up to the top three in the lottery.
And as bad as it might seem for the Raptors to have not had a first, I mean, and it is bad, it was as good as any other time for them to not have a first-round pick because the draft wasn't deep, and the Raptors have a lot of young talent already, and that they can make improvement with.
And the Raptors with the ball. To kick. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a finger. Can't hit. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Wembanyama, the pass to Olynyk. Fox. Hits it to go.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And the Raptors with the ball. The dish to Barnes. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. There's the three. That's good. 5 points in the game.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the pass to Fox. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. There's the pick. Here's Barnes. Rejected by Wembanyama. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Toronto on defense. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the San Antonio Spurs. Doing a good job staying tight on their perimeter shooters is something that he wants his guys to focus on. He knows how much this team can hurt you if you give them too much room on the perimeter, and they're determined not to let that happen in this one, gentlemen.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, he brings so many things to the table defensively. Always seems to have an answer for whatever is being thrown his way. And if you're the offensive player, you do not want him guarding you because he will get right into you and make things difficult.
And another thing I love about him is his willingness to really get in there and mix it up. I mean, to put his body on the line if that's what it's going to take to make a play.
And he knocks down the first one.
And as you might expect for the team with the second best record in the West, the Spurs dominated the East last season, played each team twice for a total of 30 games, and went 25-5 in that stretch.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And Clark, back to what you said about the Spurs in the East, it was far and away the best record against the conference, Steve, for a team in the West.
Yeah, the second best record was Memphis with 22 wins. So kind of scary to think that they rested their big stars a few times against teams in the East, and they were still able to put up that kind of a record.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Barnes with it. Here's the floater. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
You know, it wasn't a surprise that the Raptors struggled on the road. Most young teams do. They were 13-28 as a visiting team. They did end the year looking a lot more dangerous on the road than they started, though.
Here's Fox. 5 points in the game. Beyond the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Raptors trail by 4. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Dick. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. That misses off the backboard. Well, Clark, you were talking about the Raptors' struggles on the road. They didn't have the best road record at the end of the season, as you said, but Steve, they did show some bite with their play.
You know, one of the interesting stats from the Raptors last year is they actually scored more points on the road than they did at home, and that rarely happens in the NBA. But I think the big thing with Toronto, their defense has to improve more than anything else.
No good on the free throw.
And what an amazing run it was for the Spurs last year in the postseason. You know, swept the Lakers, survived Golden State, and then dismantled Memphis on their way to the NBA Finals. And then, of course, were seconds away from another championship banner.
sinks the second. Well, getting back to the Spurs, they look better and better as they went deeper into the playoffs, Clark. Heat were thought to be the heavy favorites at the start of the NBA postseason. But when they met in the finals, thoughts on who would win, I think, were pretty much split.
Yeah, and eventually, you know, this was one heck of a series because the Spurs not only had experience and talent, but they had multiple options offensively and did such a terrific job sharing the ball. They took the Miami Heat to the limit, but at the end of the day, it came down to LeBron James and Dwayne Wade rising to the challenge.
6 on the shot clock. Tries from 16. Oh, that's blocked. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Spurs have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Pass to Fox. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws.
The Raptors wanted to improve their defense last season, Kevin, but part of what stymied them in that area was the fact that they led the league in fouls.
Right.
They fouled too much. They were too aggressive.
That's good from Fox. Going back to the Raptors, all those fouls ended up hurting them as they would lose games, Steve, at the line late in games.
Yeah, and that was particularly deflating for that team. You know, the Raptors really are still learning. They're a young team, and last year was a chance to try to learn, try to educate themselves. But going forward, they're going to have to cut back on those fouls. Those are really killer.
The Spurs last year were as tough as always in San Antonio. Hard not to beat when you win 50 games every season. Ended up with a 35-6 record at home, which was good for the third best in the league.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And with the Spurs, they are just so consistent. Every time they take the court, you always, Steve, expect them to get a win when they play in this building.
And the two teams with better home records in the NBA were the Nuggets and the Heat, both of whom had huge win streaks. But as you said, it's the Spurs' consistency every time out that lets them pile up these home wins without anyone really thinking much about it.
Raptors trail by 3. There's a screen. Barnes passes to Ingram.
Yeah, he absorbed the foul and had a chance to knock it down.
And that's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
You know, it appeared to be another season where the Raptors would be near the bottom of the league, but while the terms rock bottom and embarrassing floated around, they made some moves and were able to go on a run to climb towards the middle of the pack.
Both free throws good from Ingram. 1:02 left here in the first quarter. Passes it to Fox. That's Sal. Clock at 6. A pass to Fox. Number 5. Trains it from beyond the arc. Well, the trade for Rudy Gay, a major move coming last season for the Raptors. They were able to get a look at the playoff scenario at times. And, you know, Steve, it looked like they were much more competitive down the stretch.
Yeah, this is a team that has struggled the last few years, but I think that spark near the end of the regular season gives them hope. And now it's time to start that climb, get back into the playoffs, and continue to build and become an excellent NBA franchise because they have the potential to do so.
And San Antonio has possession after the made shot from Barnes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The pass to Ertl. He dishes it to Barnes. And it's all evened up. Barnes has got 10 points in the game.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You could see that there.
Tie game in San Antonio. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Either team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch.
So it's Toronto now. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Gentlemen, there is no doubt that Tim Duncan is one of the all-time great NBA big men, but his celebrity has never matched his talent. His guarded personality may have something to do with that. Duncan said, quote, "I'm not an extrovert. People try to be bigger than the game, to make themselves an individual brand. I'm not that guy. I love playing basketball, and that's what I want to do. I don't need the extra stuff." Guys, knowledge of self, so important.
Sure is. Thanks, Doris. Pass to Ertel. Here's Ingram. The shot from the low post is good.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
San Antonio's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. The feed to Olynyk. He passes to Fox. Rebound by the Raptors.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Passes to Barrett. Ertel. Defended by Olynyk. 6 to shoot. No good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Fox, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, his body control is what I noticed. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play, even with the defender draped all over him. He's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
And also, he's absolutely able to do some incredible things in the air. I mean, he can look like a gymnast sometimes, twisting his body, double clutching his shot. But he maintains a smooth approach to it all. You know, you always want to try to win the free throw game when you're playing basketball. And the Spurs, while not getting to the line as much as their opponent or as much as they have in the past, they maximize their opportunities by shooting 80% from the stripe.
Here's Ertel. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Clark, what you said about the Spurs at the line, that's what the top teams do. They don't let their opponents get away with fouls. And Steve Lee points at the charity stripe.
Yeah, that's the big thing. You know, over the course of the season, a lot of games get decided by just a couple of points. And if your team is able to make free throws at a high rate, like the Spurs, shooting just under 80% last year as a team, I mean, that's good for a big chunk of wins during the season.
The Raptors making a switch here. Free throws, good for Ertel.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
There's the screen. Stolen away. Fast break, Toronto. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Suleiman, he's checked in for Olynyk. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Number 5. Defended by Barrett. On the wing, Johnson. Johnson left side. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Johnson's got 5. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game. Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Fox kicks to Johnson. A pass to Fox. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Barrett, guarded by Fox. The shot's good from Barrett. And now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. And defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Olenek is checked in for San Antonio. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Fox kicks to Johnson. There's the pass to Fox. Johnson dishes to Olenek. Johnson, 5 to shoot. Here's Fox. A nice jump shot from the top of the key. He's got 16.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? Really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
And the Raptors call time here. And as with any timeout at this part of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out on the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Barnes, who's checked in for Toronto. Got a piece of it. Pass to Barrett. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely here it comes. See if you can stop it.
1:53 left in the first half of the game. Passes it to Sohan. Kicks it to Olenek. Here's Fox. Fires the 3. Good. He's got 19.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
.139 left to play here in the second quarter. Now the pass to Barrett. Here's Ingram. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
1:19 left in the first half. Fox kicks to Olenek. He passes to Sohan. Number 5. And it's San Antonio with another.
Well, he's established himself as one of the league's premier clutch performers. You know, with some unbelievable plays down the stretch of tight ball games.
And his attitude, Steve, just his general poise and presence is something else you notice about him. He's really a calming influence over that team.
Pass to Ingram. Backing down. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Raptors.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The free throw off from Ingram.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
A pass to Fox. Doubled by Ingram and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
And Toronto making a change here. Toronto leading by 3. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Quickly. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. He's got 10.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Pass to Fox. Launches a 3, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Oh, he's draining shots from long range. 2 in each of the first 2 quarters.
Grimes gets a screen from Ingram. And there's the pass to Irving. 4 seconds left, and it's good on the layup. Feeds it up. Shot is off. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Raptors lead by 4. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. Monday has almost come to an end. Let's celebrate with a little halftime show. The Raptors doing well so far. They've done a great job executing their offense. They've been avoiding sloppy mistakes. And on the other side, San Antonio just keeps scrapping. And from outside, you couldn't shoot it much better than this. They are scorching hot from beyond the arc. That's it for now. Thanks for stopping in with us. It's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, who are all ready with the call for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. It's been one outstanding game from Fox.
Well, he shot his share of free throws, that's for sure. I mean, he got to the line, drew contact, and you love getting to the free throw line. Easy points if you can get them.
Steve, I think they may have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one player. I mean, he's drawing a lot of fouls on guys.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
For Toronto, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Spurs trail by 7. He feeds it to Olynyk. To the middle. This is his first chance at the line tonight. 2 shots. And the first one drops. Both free throws go from Indiana.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
They set the pick. Quickly, guarded by Fox. He kicks to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. With the lead pass, Hurdle, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see them double up here.
I agree, and they haven't been able to succeed with single coverage to this point.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
not the guy you want to see taking too many free throws. Last season, his numbers among the worst in the league.
And you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
Number 5. They get it again. Feeds it to Olynyk. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. There's the pick. Second shot opportunity. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Spurs have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now here's Barnes, defended by Wembanyama. Pass to Tate. Quickly, guarded by Fox. Dishes it to Barnes. Second chance shot.
And that 4th foul might force him to scale back the aggression defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. San Antonio calls timeout.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside. That's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Now the dish to Olynyk. Olynyk gets a screen from Wembanyama. Pass out. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Spurs have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Well, they were a fairly decent free throw shooting team a year ago, Kevin, about 77% from the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Easy boys, come on!
He misses the free throw.
Next one.
Good on the second free throw. Toronto with the ball. 7-point differential. Pass to Ingram. Puck down low that time, and he got the 3-second bonus. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Passes it to Wembanyama. A baseline J, and he nails the jumper. Raptors leading by 5. Toronto calls timeout.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
away. The pass to Fox. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. It's rebounded by Ertl.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
He dishes it to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
They set the screen. Here's Fox. 22 points for him. Number 5 connects on the 17-footer. He's got 7.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Here's Barnes. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Barnes. He has 14 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
That's good from Barnes. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Olynyk. He makes both free throws. Spurs trail by 7. Pass to Wembanyama. Makes the lead pass, and Fox gets it to go.
You gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside, take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Quickly, guarded by Fox. 6 on the shot clock. The feed now to Barnes. Puts up the baby hook. That's good. Barnes has got 18 points.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Wembanyama the pass to Fox. And Toronto making a change here. Here's Harper. 1:36 left in the third. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And Toronto making a change. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. And again, Toronto no up. Spurs trail by 7. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Lays it up and punks it in. He has 6.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Down low. And the dunk by Barnes.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Wembanyama the pass to Barnes. Here's Fox. A three-pointer off the mark. Toronto leading by 7. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Raptors moving the ball around. That's good.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
32 seconds left in the third. Drills the baseline jumper. He's got 26.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Barnes gets a screen from Murray. And that one's good, Barnes. And the Raptors lead by 10.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Indiana, the pass to Barnes. Here's Fox, covered by Barnes. On deep, no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Toronto ahead, up 10. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And the final period of play just about to start. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Anytime they've had a chance to attack the lane, they've done so. The penetration has been impressive.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
A pass to Fox. Off target from outside.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
And Toronto making a change here. Spurs trail by 10. There's a good screen. Number 5. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right arm and down.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of Dak. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
To take for 3. That's good.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Number 5. And it's San Antonio with another.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Tate. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. Here's Fox. Now Olynyk. The pass to Fox. Wide open. They grabbed their own miss, and the shot is good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And the Raptors call time here. Sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message the Raptors coach was giving to his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Pass to Irving. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. San Antonio calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Barnes.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
by 7. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. A pass to Fox. Ring shot on the way. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And he has 28 points for the game.
Pretty pass. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Raptors leading by 5. Barnes passes to Irving. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
The first one falls.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Both free throws good for Myrtle. Spurs trail by 7. Now here's Olynyk. Number 5 hits the three-point bomb.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Toronto's gone 1 or 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes it to Irving. Makes it off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Used his strength there to get into the post without much of a fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think they've got to muscle up on him a little more. Do a better job next time in there.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now the pass to Fox. Gives him the lead pass. 5 on the clock, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Raptors leading by 6. A steal. Pass out. And it's blocked by Wood. They get it back, and the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot, but he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. And the first one at the line is good. Fox hits them both.
He just has such a great rhythm at the line, whether it's with a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance like it is now.
Pass to Ingram. Backing in. Fades and shoots. That's blocked. A pass to Fox. Kicks to Olynyk. Covered by Barnes. The 11-footer rejected by Barnes. Passes to Ingram. Uses the glass to finish the race. And the Raptors lead by 6. .37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. He feeds it to Olynyk. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. the inbound, but they'll get another chance. They shoot again. Inside leaner, and he banks it in. He's got 32.
He has not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
Toronto calls timeout. They're leading by 4. 1:19 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Dick. He passes to Barnes. Ertl, defended by Olynyk. Ertl, the pass to Barnes. And it's blocked by Wembanyama. There's the pass to Fox. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fast break, Toronto. Pass to Ingram. He kicks it to Barnes, and Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
He tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
.46 seconds left in the fourth. Up and in from the low block.
Now, this is what happens when he gets on a roll. You are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him. And the clock is their worst enemy right now.
And they've got to work very quickly here, Steve.
It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
Puts them up by 5. Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And the lead now pretty healthy after that trip to the line. And they've got to score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste at all.
Nails it. And now they trail by just 4. And so they choose to intentionally foul. The first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game. San Antonio calls timeout. They're losing by 6. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass out. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Toronto's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And an intentional foul right there.
You can't be happy about it, but honestly, at this point, the game's probably out of reach anyway.
And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here is Harper. And Clark, maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
I don't think it's going to happen, partner.
Yeah, pretty unlikely to dig out of this hole, but you can't think that way. You got to just play it possession by possession.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Well, that'll do it for us. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, Kevin Harlan saying so long as we end the game and bring you our Jordan player of the game.
Those guys.